Did you know there's a plant you can grow at home? A simple, quiet plant, yet capable of a sweetness no fruit, no flower, no sugar has ever reached. A plant that asks for very little. A plant that grows quietly, patiently, almost unnoticed. And yet, inside its leaves, it holds something extraordinary. A sweetness unlike anything else in nature. Stevia is a silent plant. It doesn't shine with color. It doesn't show off. Its flowers are small. Its presence is humble. And still, it is one of the sweetest plants on earth. Much sweeter than sugar. 300 times. Sometimes even 400. A sweetness so intense it feels impossible. And yet it is natural, ancient, almost forgotten. Stevia grows slowly. It loves the sun. It loves warmth. It doesn't ask for much. Water, time, attention. It is not a modern plant, not a trend, not a recent discovery. It has always been here, quiet, discreet, patient, in South America, in Paraguay, in the hands of the Guaraní people. They knew it well. They used it every day. They called it calorie, the sweet herb. They added it to drinks, to infusions, to natural remedies, not for excess, but for balance. For them, sweetness was not a habit. It was a measure, a gesture, an intention. Stevia wasn't used to hide flavors. It was used to accompany them, to round them, to soften them. Then Europe discovered sugar, and the world changed. Sweetness became abundant, cheap, excessive. Stevia, instead, remained local, humble, almost invisible. And perhaps that is why it was forgotten. Stevia's sweetness does not come from sugar. It comes from natural molecules called stevia glycosides. Our body recognizes them as sweet, but it does not turn them into energy. No calories, no spikes, no crashes, no dependence. A sweet taste without sugar's price. And for many, that was a problem. Because sugar is not just a food. It is an industry, a system, a power. In the 20th century, a plant like this was not convenient. It doesn't need refineries. It doesn't need huge factories. It doesn't need global transport. It grows close to home, in a pot, in a garden, anywhere with light. For years, stevia was restricted, delayed, labeled as uncertain, not because it was dangerous, but because it was different. Meanwhile, in Japan, it was used normally, in food, in drinks, in daily life, quietly, calmly, without controversy. Stevia is not bitter. It becomes bitter when it is forced, when it is extracted poorly, when it is standardized, when it is industrialized. The whole leaf is something else entirely. Softer, more balanced, more true. Nature is not uniform. It never has been. It never will be. Stevia is not just sweetness. It is possibility. It can grow in pots, in gardens, in small plots of land. It doesn't need much soil. It needs care, consistency. It can be dried, stored, used locally. For small growers, it is an interesting plant, not to become rich, but to remain independent. In a world pushing toward one crop, one flavor, one model, stevia is different. It doesn't replace everything. It doesn't solve everything, but it opens a path, a simpler path, a lighter one, a more human one. It reminds us that value does not always come from quantity. Sometimes it comes from measure, from limits, from attention. Stevia does not promise miracles. It does not shout. It does not persuade. It simply stands there, growing, waiting. And perhaps the sweetest things are the ones we never truly listen to.